allow me to stand on all existing protocols as I acknowledge the presence of the Honorable Chief Minister, Dr. David Moyo, our development partners, members of the diplomatic corps, ministers of state, parliamentarians, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I greet you all as I welcome you again to the first State Rehabilitation Center here at this Mission Training Center in Hastings. What we see here today is a result of joint efforts shared by the Chief Minister's Office among the Ministry of Social Welfare, Health, Youth Affairs, Communication, and my agency, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. To ensure that this project becomes a success, we have invested so much time in collaborative meetings to plan and put together strategies in place to fight this drug menace. Through this rehabilitation center, we are making a statement to the youth of this country that there is hope. Again, there is hope. We are here today to assure our youth that this government values their lives and that President Julius Maada truly cares for their well-being. Since I started work at the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, I came to realize that I have never in my life been more passionate about the job than I am now. I have served this country in my youth as a military man. I trained in the US as a lawyer, served for the last 5 years as Chief Immigration Officer of Sierra Leone. Then the President, in his wisdom, tapped me to lead the war on drugs, as he said. The simple reason being that I'm now in more touch with that young woman or that young man whose life and future are being destroyed as a result of drug abuse. I must say with all emphasis that the issue of drugs is a critical one and must be faced head-on as a nation. I take this opportunity to thank His Excellency, our beloved President of the Republic of Sierra Leone, retired Brigadier Julius Maada, for initiating the interministerial and multi-sectorial approach to curb drug menace in this country. It is a fact that the issue of drugs will continue to be a threat to the government big 5 game changers if we don't address it now. In the last 10 days, we have visited over 10 communities. Of course, most of you know that since I took over office, I have been to all the slum areas, reaching out to our young ones who are dying. And someone said earlier that this is an issue, even as we go after the young ones who have been hooked on drugs, we must do it from a place of compassion and love. However, Mr. Chief Minister, sir, in our best effort to face and address this challenge, the NDLEA as an agency is way too handicapped. The cabinet-approved drug strategic master plan is a comprehensive working tool with pillars and activities to wage this war successfully against drug use in this country, if funded and supported by government, which today is a testament that government is willing and government has already started. And also thanks to our development partners who have really come on board. Hajara, who knows spoke from UNODC, she's very passionate about these issues. And we've had several meetings in our office and with their office in Senegal. Your Excellency, the Cabinet approved National Drug Strategic Master Plan is a comprehensive working tool, as I said earlier, with pillars and activities to wage this war successfully against drug use in this country. It is my humble appeal to His Excellency, the President, and now present here, the Honorable Chief Minister, Dr. David Moina Senge, that as we continue to wage the war on drugs, I am willing, the agency is willing, all of us are willing to eradicate drugs in this country, particularly Kush. Kush is very, very addictive. So for the agency, Mr. Honorable Chief Minister, we need to recruit more staff to make our presence visible in all the Class A border areas, Balamuya, Kambia District, Jedema, Ibujon, Crossy Points, and all the regions of this country. Our presence must be felt. And I, as head of this agency, I am willing to go all the way in order to save the next generation and future of this country. Number two, an improved budget allocation to engage in more activities to make the agency more functional. 3, drug detection gadgets, vehicles, and elite teams comprising of both military and police to mount operations against cartels and perpetrators of drugs importation in this country. And more especially, the interministerial and multi-sectoral approach in the fight against drugs needs to be revamped, with the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency as the lead agency in order to get the required expectations of restoring hope to the helpless youths that are involved in harmful drug use. Now, Mr. Honorable Chief Minister, sir, as I said earlier, one of the things I want to close with is that we must go after those that are bringing these harmful drugs into this country. We have gone to all the communities. We are reaching out. We've gone to the gutters, the holes, to dig out our children. And this rehabilitation center is a testament that we are willing and ready to wage this war. But to the people that are peddling drugs in this country, and the reason why this push is destroying the youth so much now is because of, since government started ramping down at the borders, the airports, those that are bent on enriching themselves have now resorted to creating labs and factories across this country. And as they do this, they are mixing all sorts of chemicals and components together. If you, just to make money, can take a chemical that is used to preserve the dead, to embalm people, and you mix it and give that poison to our children, I want to let you know that as long as we have the capability, the funds, I am coming after you. I don't care where you are. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Well, the message loud and the message clear, also.
Yes.
If you are being your kaya, you pedal let go here. This is a very serious issue, not a laugh issue. Me na a parent of 3 boys. Me bobo go na one of the famous schools in this country. I will always talk, say I will talk this publicly. Now that school day, we will hold 12 years, they sell kush there.